All right, let's see if Big Boa from G.I. Joe Classified will fit in Frankenstein's chair. Hey everyone, welcome back to Geek Strong. And today's video is all about... Good. From the movie The Bride of Frankenstein, the monster demands a mate. Here is the ultimate Frankenstein's monster with chair by Neca. I know I sound like a broken record, but Neca does a fantastic job with the packaging. Definitely shows you a lot of options on how to display your figure. There's the barcode if you're looking for this. I did find it at Best Buy. It was $60. I paid $40 because I had a $20 coupon, so that's pretty cool. If you own the bride, she's definitely going to make a great addition to the set. I did find her at Walmart on clearance for $20. But there is Frankenstein with a few accessories, multiple heads. The chair looks fantastic. What do you say we open this up? We're going to play around, hopefully have some fun along the way. Here is a look at the insert. Let me know in the comments, have you ever used an insert to display your figures? What do you say we unbox this Frankenstein, we'll check out all the accessories, and since we have a bride, we'll unbox the bride, see how she looks with this set. We should also compare the original Frankenstein's monster to this Frankenstein's monster. I mean, is that what we're going to call him? Frankenstein's monster? Doesn't he have a name? Alright, we have a lot to do in this video. First, we're going to check out the monster, Frankenstein. Again, we're going to call him Frankenstein. We're going to put the chair together. We're going to get the original Frankenstein and compare him with this Frankenstein. We're going to unbox the bride. We're going to see how she looks with this set. And then we're going to get a G.I. Joe Classified figure to see if he fits in that chair. Man, we got a lot to do in this video. Now here is the highlight of this set, and this is the base and the chair. Definitely a pretty cool accessory. The chains look great. The detail looks fantastic. The weathering, I love the wood. Look at that lock. The lock is really awesome. The chains look great. Leather straps there with the chains. I'm assuming that attaches to a wall. I'm not really quite sure what those chains in the back do, but maybe attaches to a wall. It is just over 7.5 inches tall, about 3.5 inches wide. Base is about 7 inches wide. So a decent display piece. Let's attach the chair to the base. Just snaps right in the front just like that. And then push in the back. Pretty simple. Wow, that looks fantastic. Alright, we have a couple of chains here. That one just slots right there on the floor. Then we have another one. We'll take a closer look. That looks decent. We'll slot that in just like that. Pretty cool. Now let's check out Frankenstein. Again, I'm going to call him Frankenstein because it just feels weird just calling him a monster. Comes with 3 extra hands, 2 extra heads, a cup of wine, a loaf of bread, and it looks like soup. Here's the original version of Frankenstein, and he comes with 4 hands, a long chain, 2 extra heads, and 2 flowers. I think those are the flowers he gave to the little girl. I gotta say, I definitely like the new version of Frankenstein much better. He definitely looks like he's been through a lot. Look at all the burn scars on his face. His hair looks like it had been singed. His outfit is battered. He's definitely been through a lot. From the original Frankenstein, definitely went through a lot. He's a gentle soul. He's just, they think he's a monster. And he's really not. He's just, I guess, he's like a child. He had just been born, but he is basically the undead. Frankenstein's monster, definitely one of my favorite Universal monsters. This guy has some decent articulation. He has some great neck movement. You can definitely get some good expressions with the head movement. Now, Frankenstein's not going to be doing cartwheels and things like that, so to get the emotion, you're going to do the head tilts and stuff like that. So to have neck articulation and head articulation, I think that's very important for a figure like this. But the big question is, who is your favorite Universal monster? I guess my number one will definitely be the Creature from the Black Lagoon. But Frankenstein, he's right up there, man. And there is the pose right there with the hands forward like that. Frankenstein, he's a nice guy, but definitely misunderstood. Let's take a look at the extra head sculpts. And there he is, just like you can see, he is just a kind soul. And there he is. That kind of looks like Herman Munster a little bit, but you have the singed hair and the burned scars on his face. And there is the iconic look of Frankenstein there with just a straight face. That is a great head sculpt. As far as the original version of Frankenstein, oh man, some of the expressions on Frankenstein is priceless. But I still like the new version a little bit better. But there they are all together. Here is the first accessory, and it is a cup of soup. And what goes good with soup?
And now for our lesson. Remember, this is bread.
Here we have the loaf of bread.
Bread.
What can I say about the accessory? I guess you kind of need it for the Bride of Frankenstein, because it was a pretty big scene in the movie.
And this is wine to drink.
Probably not the best idea for Frankenstein.
Good.
All right, ease up there, Frankenstein. Now, this has some great detail. You can see the wine inside this cup. That is pretty cool. And on the side of the cup, it looks like Frankenstein might have spilt a little bit there. That's a pretty fun touch. Here's an open right hand, and this will be perfect to hold the wine. That looks great, and it actually fits pretty well. Here is the left hand, and that'll hold the loaf of bread. There's nothing better than to have an accessory that actually works. Look at that. Pretty cool.
And now for a smoke.
I agree with Frankenstein. Smoking is bad. Definitely a classic scene and a great accessory. Also comes with two neutral hands, and these hands are great for the classic arms in front of them Frankenstein pose. We all know that pose, right? Here are the hands that came with the original Frankenstein. So if you wanted to swap these hands with the Bride of Frankenstein version, you definitely can, as well as the accessories. All right, we're going to swap the heads. We're going to swap the hands just to check it out real quick. But look at that. I never noticed a brace on his forearm. That looks pretty cool. I don't see one on the other side. Also, he has like a scar on his neck. Huh. Man, this guy is loaded with detail. But so far, what do you think of this figure? Do you like this version, or do you like the original version of Frankenstein better? All right, what do you say we swap out this hand, and we're going to put the hand with the cigar, because I think this is such a fun and brilliant accessory for this set. And just like that, we're going to bend the elbow and put it right up to his face just like that, and tilt the neck and the head. That just adds so much more expression. Look at that. That looks fun and fantastic. All right, let's put on an open hand on his left hand. And we'll put the wine. The hand looks a little wide for the wine, but I think if we put his thumb through the handle just like that, I think it'll work. And look at that, it does. That looks pretty good, right? I mean, it's kind of funny. And all right, let's swap out this head, and we're going to put an original Frankenstein head on there. And look at it, works. He looks like he's having a jolly time. Well, let's attach two open hands. We're going to have him hold the soup. We swap the head. He is grinning. We're going to add a loaf of bread, and yeah, Frankenstein is happy. Look at that. All right, let's get Frankenstein. We'll see how he fits in the chair. And since we have the green screen, why don't we change the background? Put a snap just like that. Perfect. Looks great. So we're going to put the chains around his wrist and add the hands. And then we'll take a look to see how it looks. in the chair, and so far, I think it looks fantastic. Look at that. That looks great. Put his hands on his knees. Man, this is a great, great display piece. This set does look fantastic. We'll put him on a spinner, take a look, tell me what you think. And I agree with you. He is missing something, but I don't know what it is.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, that's it. We need the bride. And here she is. Looks fantastic. Again, I did pick this up for $20 on clearance at Walmart. And if you have this Frankenstein, you need the bride, right? She does come with a few different head sculpts, including this bandaged head. That looks good. This one I love. I'm definitely going to use this head, the open mouth screaming head. That is pretty cool. Comes with a couple of different open hands. That looks good. And this is a eye mask, I think. Probably when she's going to take a nap. Probably not, right? I think that'll go right over her face. Probably not that head sculpt. No, that doesn't look good. How about this one? Nah, I don't think that one either. It's got to be a different place, right? But here we have a couple of loose bandages. I think this will probably go around her wrist, maybe. Let's take a closer look at the bride, and she has a neutral head sculpt. Unfortunately, there are no holes on the bottom of her feet, so you cannot use a display stand. Her hands are in a robot dancing position. I think she's going to do the robot. The material of the dress is like really fantastic. I love that. That looks great. We're going to take a quick look at the articulation, and her arms raise up, so that's a good thing. Looks like she's going to have a little bit of ab crunch there. A single knee bend, a little bit of articulation in the ankles and the waist. So again, basic articulation for that figure, but let's swap out this head. Oh, dang, that untied. I'll have to tie that later. I've never seen a head swap like this before with just like a peg like that. Have you? If you have, let me know what figure. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm a fan of this way. I mean, it does look okay when you have the dress, but I don't know. But, oh, look at this. This is where that eyepiece goes. It goes on this head. Oh, that makes sense. Looks okay, I guess. Kind of looks like a knight in shining armor. I do not think I'll ever use that head sculpt. I mean, again, it's not too bad, but this is the head I'm going to definitely display my figure with. I mean, that is a classic image. I love the way she looked at Dr. Frankenstein after she screamed. That is classic. Let's put on the loose bandages around her wrist and just give that final look. We have the open hands, and she's giving that scream when she sees Frankenstein. So it's been a long time since I've seen The Bride of Frankenstein, but I have to imagine they lived happily ever after, right? Or at least in this video, they live happily ever after. But overall, I think this set is fantastic. Frankenstein with the chair is great. The Bride is a great addition, so I give it 2 thumbs up. Great set. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Do all that good stuff. Remember, we are all Geek Strong. Take care, everyone.
We are friends, you and I.
Yeah, you thought I forgot. Now we got to check out the G.I. Joe classified figures to see if Big Boa will fit in the chair and how awesome it's going to look. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Well, I guess a 6-inch figure might be a little too small for this set. But I bet if we give him a little boost up, maybe put a pillow underneath his butt, I think raising him up just a little bit, maybe if you painted it gray, it would look a little bit better, and it can work. I know what you're saying. well, maybe that figure's a little bit smaller than 6 inches. What about Sergeant Slaughter? Will he fit in that chair? I don't know. We're gonna take his hat off and take those glasses off. Let's see. Will Sergeant Slaughter fit in this chair? I don't know. What do you think, Sarge?
Listen here, Maggot. I don't think it works.
I guess I have to agree with Sarge. It really doesn't work. I mean, if you do lift him up a little bit, use him like a little pillow there or something like that, paint it gray, it does look okay, but yeah, I agree with Sarge. It doesn't quite work. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Thanks for watching.